Coach, 19 lead changes, 12 ties. I guess it takes a lot of energy and effort to kind of withstand those ebbs and flow. But what did you think of the way your 8 guys were able to kind of keep this game close?
Yeah, I mean, there's great output tonight, physically. That was like a high effort game, as you said. So, played really hard. I thought we competed really hard. I thought there were obviously different times in the game. I think they went up like 9 at one point in the fourth, or maybe it was less, but they banged in a couple shots and we just kind of hung in there, kept coming back, ended up tying it down the stretch. So, great fight tonight. We played a 48-minute game. Obviously, we were possession away, but really pleased with the competitive spirit of the team.
Joe Masato, the Oklahoman.
Mark, Hami had a career-high 10 assists. His previous career high was just 4, and he doubled that at halftime. Was this? I know he was playing a different role in this game and stepping up and playing point guard a lot of the times, but did it sort of signify some of the growth he's made as a ball handler and playmaker?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even the fact that you can put the ball in his hands that much over the course of a game, I mean, that's not something I think he would have handled as well in the past seasons. So it's certainly growth. And I thought he did a good job of moving it tonight. He got off it early. He helped the offense function. And not only him, but all the guys. I thought we were a little sticky with the ball in the first quarter. And then after that, we really course corrected and shared it and moved it and played together and tried to generate the best shots we could. And that was Hami and everybody.
Nick Gallo, Thunder Broadcasting.
Mark, I think you had Isaiah, Muscala, and Horford on the floor there at the same time. It's just some different lineups like that. What does it say about some of these guys to be able to defend wings? I think Horford ran a few pick and rolls actually as the ball handler. Just the versatility that
you cut out there, Nick, but I think I got the gist of it. Yeah, I mean, that's these games all have lessons in them and they all have opportunities in them. And, I think we did a really good job of exploring those tonight as a team. And Roby, playing out there basically at the 3, he was really good, especially defensively. He was on guards and he just kind of chased them. He got into coverages, things that, are very unnatural for him. He just kind of figured out on the fly, and that's the benefit of games like this. Diallo playing on the ball more, you can play through your 5s a little bit more. It forces you to problem solve offensively as a team, and I thought we did a good job of that. And so even though we lost the game, I thought we took a step forward tonight.
Barry Trammell, the Oklahoman.
Yeah, Mark, were you pleased with the way the guys played in the last minute or two? You haven't had that many close games, either win by a bunch or lose by a bunch, and not near as many close games. Were you pleased with the way they sort of handled themselves in crunch time?
Yeah, I mean, those possession games are tough. Sometimes it comes down to a make or a miss. But, we got a big offensive rebound, for Al's second 3, the one he hit to tie it. I thought the Russell shot was a tough shot. It was contested. The steal before that, for us to be able to get a steal in that situation is great. We had numbers coming up the floor, just didn't convert, but handled it exactly how we want to handle it. And then, we got ourselves a shot at the end. And so, those games that come down like that, calls, bounce the ball, making missed shots, there's some randomness. But I thought we controlled a lot of what we could control tonight. In situational basketball, that's what you want to do.
Your situation this year is everybody's doing. There's fewer close games. Do you have an explanation for that? Why there's so many more blowouts?
I don't really know. We've played a fair amount of close games. We've had a fair amount of blowouts, obviously. But, we've come down the stretch in some games and have gotten good reps there. I think some of it's the condensed schedule. I think some of it is the COVID protocols. The short, off-season and training camp could explain some of it early. At the end of the day, we're just taking the opportunities. We're trying to compete. And going out there every night and putting our best foot forward. And I think everybody else is trying to do that as well. And so, anytime you're in a close game, there's a lot of learning in that because a lot of the games come down to the last 5 minutes. And like I said, I thought our execution tonight was pretty good. We just didn't come out on top.
Brian Chapman, the franchise.
Yeah, Coach, the Timberwolves nailed 11 of 23s there in the second half. Do you think that was a little bit of maybe tired legs leading to a little bit slower closeouts, or did Minnesota just hit some shots there down the stretch?
I thought we could have closed a little harder to them at times. And I don't know that it was tired legs as much as just, we just got to continue to trust our help in those situations. It's a vulnerable position when you're closing out to a guy that can shoot and drive. And sometimes you tend to come up short because you want to protect against getting beat, but that's why you have your help. And so, we'll look at them and we'll learn from them just like we always do. Credit them. They made plays and they made shots, and, they were 3 points better than us tonight.
Andrew Schlecht down to dunk.
What are your thoughts on Darius Bazley's progress as an offensive player, and then in particular his aggression to this point in the season as an offensive player?
Yeah, like I've said with Darius, this season, it's going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back because of the amount of opportunities we're giving him and responsibilities we're giving him, and the level of jump that he's experiencing, not only offensively, but defensively, minutes, role, in a condensed schedule. And so we're building a little bit of inconsistency with some things into our expectations, not only with Darius, but with our team and with all of our players. And I think he's done a good job of just kind of learning from all those experiences. He's had, really good games where he's gotten into the lane, kicked out, gotten into the lane, gotten fouled and finished. His closeout stuff has gotten better and better. I thought he had ups and downs tonight like he always does. Anytime you're a young player and you're playing 30 minutes a game, there's going to be ups and downs. And, the biggest thing that we focus on is the approach and the reflection, and he's nailed those things. And that's why we're so confident he's going to continue to improve.
Daniel Bell, Black Sports Online.
Hey, Coach, you guys tied a season high in assists with 28 tonight. What does that say about your team to do that without a true point guard tonight?
Yeah, that's how we drew it up, without, our primary creators, out there. We wanted to play through the pass. We wanted to trust the pass. We wanted multiple passes and multiple actions on possessions. Our bigs afford us the opportunity to do that. Those guys do a great job. I mean, Al Horford was an animal tonight. And so I really, I credit the team because it takes a lot of trust to play like that. And not only tonight, I thought the last Houston game, we really did a lot of that as well, where we just kind of moved it, found the best shot, played together. It was true team basketball on the offensive end in that Houston game and tonight.